So, speaking of successful channels, our most successful show has been in limbo for a little while. And I was thinking, how can we figure out a way to revive the Daily Rec?
Dude, I don't know. I just checked.
That thing still gets at least like 100 to 200 listens a week or a
Dude,
day even.
it's more. It's
Yeah.
like it's like
I said
five.
at
Yeah,
least.
it's like 500 views per week.
Yeah. So I mean, that's something we should consider getting back into again. Um, maybe try to change it up a little bit now that we have some listeners. You know, how many of those people followed on, say, Spotify or Apple podcast? How many of those people have subscribed to that podcast on there that are waiting for new ones? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it can be difficult because of the people we have to get. We have to get a bunch of different people to give us their kind of suggestions. So I see the apprehension, especially now, but things are starting to open back up again. And we really just got to start figuring out, who can we get some suggestions from?
Yeah, I checked the Simplecast analytics this past week, and I think it just surpassed like 46,000 streams,
Yeah, which is insane.
which is like leagues above any other show.
Yeah.
It's far and above the most successful of Rixie's shows. And the problem with the Daily Rec, and we've said this before, it's so much work, Dan.
I know, dude. I know.
It's an absurd amount of work.
I know.
And like, as far as I'm concerned,
It's the coordinating and getting people together, which we couldn't even do over the past year.
well, that is very difficult. The way I see it is this: do we want to have an audio only podcast that we spend like 70% of our effort on, or do we want to have a very active YouTube channel that uploads a video or two every single day?
Well, how can we change the Daily Rec then to make it something different?
I don't know, man. I honestly don't know, because like the only way I could see it going forward is having somebody that takes on that role of producing it, because I can't do it. Like, I can only do this, or I can only do YouTube and overseeing the editing, or I can do the Daily Rec. It like, I put in a year's worth of hard fucking work to do the Daily Rec.
Yeah, I know.
And like, it was great and we got these great numbers, but like, I got so burnt out from it because I was like, oh my gosh, we have to do 5 more recs this week. Please, like begging my friends, like, please come do the Daily Rec. Like, we just need 5 recs.
Yeah.
I think if we want to continue, the only way to do it is like very literally recording all of them for the whole entire year.
Yeah.
And then backing away.
That's not a bad idea. I mean, even if we do them like off in our spare time, just whenever, and just bank them, Say you have like Steve or Sean over, you just say, hey, give me a Daily Rec real quick. We record it, we save it. I'm just trying to figure out more people and more ways, and why not try to capitalize on the success that we had. So I might be willing to try to, put forth a little bit more effort into getting these people in for the Daily Rec, because it's successful. And, as soon as it uploads again, everyone's going to get that notification on their phone that is subscribed or following it. Like, oh shit, I listened to like 100 of those.
Yeah.
So, and that's what I'm kind of like, I know it is a lot of work. And I think it's definitely something that we're going to have to do in our like spare time. But there's people.
Yeah, this is what I tried to do, right? So if we look at it from a purely logistical viewpoint, there's 52 weeks in a year. Let's say, for example, we're gonna take 10 of those weeks. We're not gonna do daily recs. So
Yeah.
42 weeks we need. When you have 42 weeks of daily recs, we do 5 daily recs a week. So 42 times 5. Can you do that really quickly? What's 42 times 5?
42 times 5. That's 210. 210?
Let's see. Do I have my calculator?
Am I bad at math?
I don't think you're bad at math. 42 times 5 equals 210.
Okay, I was right.
So 210 recs.
So times 5 minutes. that's 1,050 minutes of recording.
If you and I both said we will do 5 weeks each, right?
Yeah.
That's 50 recs.
Yeah.
And then we still need to get 32 weeks of recs.
Yeah.
It's
maybe we just let it sit. Maybe we just let it sit and see if it keeps continue to raise numbers, and if it nets us anything, then we can hire somebody to help do it full time.
My thought is like, I really thought that it would be a moneymaker, and I still think it could be.
Yeah.
But it needs somebody to take it on. And we can't pay anyone right now to do that.
Yeah.
Because
exactly.
it is a full-time job.
Mm-hmm.
And so, that's why I'm kind of not sure what to do with it, because like,
yeah,
it's either we do it and we spend all our time on a show that may or may not make money, or we spend all of our time on YouTube, which at some point will make us money. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I agree with you 100% on that. I was just kind of trying to get the juices going on different shows, or trying to bring back things that worked or things like that. But I still think that we can stow them away in our spare time if we want to, and then if we ever feel like it, we can use them later.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So